If you want to retain top talent, you got to pay top talent in that top pay bracket. That just is going to be the nature of the game. And rather than thinking about that as an expense, you got to think about it as an investment in your business. Retaining top talent is always going to come down to making sure that you have a really good company culture. So a place that people like to show up every day. And the second component is that that employee can see themselves working at that place of employment down the road. So I know that that makes seasonal workers especially challenging to hire. And one of the things I've been really proud of as I was talking to some of our users at ARA was how so many owners are really trying to figure out ways to even out their work cash flows throughout the year so that their top talent, the folks that they want to make sure come back year after year, are just not seasonal workers anymore, that they can hire to bring them on full time. Like everyone wants to be effective in contributing at the end of the day. So the tighter you can make that from like when somebody walks in the door to how they're an effective contributing member of the team is a worthwhile investment. Or if you are hiring seasonal workers for the first time, like who are the types of workers that tend to be really good, hard, reliable workers? One of the owners that I was talking to at ARA was like, I go after Eagle Scouts for the summer because they are trained to work as part of a team. They're trained on working towards a bigger mission, a strong work ethic. So think through like good feeder organizations like that, where you can already hire folks who have some of that perspective. But then keep in mind that your job as a leader and a manager doesn't end there, right? Like if you are a place that year after year, summer after summer, even your seasonal staff is getting trained on the latest technology so they become more valuable in the workforce, or they're getting more roles and responsibilities year after year to help them grow. Make it a place that year after year and season after season, they're able to take on more and more work. Give folks those opportunities. And the way to do that is through really good systems and structure in the business. So making sure that people know what they're doing, that your SOPs, your standard operating procedures are written down. Make it very easy for them to know what success looks like by having, digital pull sheets with instructions of like, here's how we set things up, or links to videos, or here's teammates most frequently asked questions, whatever it is, like help those individuals operate in a really calm manner, help them feel smart, help them feel supported, and they're going to want to come back season after season. When you're looking to find good crew in the hiring process, make your expectations clear and see who meets those expectations. So, for example, if you do something as particular as like our interview is going to kick off at 11:04 instead of 11 o'clock on the dot, are they paying attention to those details? If you say, hey, for our first interview, make sure that you're wearing a blue collared shirt, or following up from an interview to say like, hey, I want you to send XYZ information as part of the follow-up. To me, that those are great litmus tests to make sure that what somebody says they're going to do matches what they actually do. And then I would look for a track record, asking folks to tell stories about how they solve problems similar to what's happening in your day-to-day business. What kinds of problems are you going to be expecting them to solve out in the field or in your warehouse? And if your expectation is that they check in with you every time before making a decision, then that's what you need to be hearing in the interview process. If you want to be screening for somebody that knows the difference in like when to bring somebody in for help versus acting on their own, then make sure when you're screening for the decision making that that pattern is matching there as well. And then, like anything, referrals are always a great way to go, right? Does any of your current crew know crew that they're willing to vouch for and bring in? I always find that your employee that wants to bring people in isn't going to want to put their name or attach their name to someone that could muck up the job. So there's a little bit of ownership there.